After being in a coma for 27 minutes, the woman surprises her doctors with this note: "Hearts are like bombs ticking away. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates." Now let's go to the story. Individuals frequently die from heart attacks or heart failures. Tina Hines, who lives in Phoenix, Arizona, is all too familiar with this depressing reality. You'll have to hear this mother of four's account to think that death was an eye-opening hiccup. The breathing tubes that had been inserted to keep her alive prevented her from speaking when she woke up in the hospital. She then gestured for someone to bring her a writing instrument and a piece of paper. And what did she want to say? The answers were with her niece. On February 12, 2018, Tina Hines's life took a significant turn for the better, albeit she had no clue it would. It began for her as any other day. She was going to enjoy herself as well, but a significant setback was about to come her way from fate. I never knew what was going to get to Hines. It caught me off guard. When she woke up that morning, she felt fine. She did not feel queasy, dizzy, or have a headache. Nevertheless, a terrible event was going to occur. Her body was ready to give up on her, and she had no idea. There had been absolutely no warning. As Hines and her spouse Brian prepared to embark on a trek, they had no idea that they would soon see something that could never have been imagined. Until then, Hines had been in excellent health. In actuality, she followed a very healthy diet and exercised frequently. However, catastrophe came suddenly that morning. Unfortunately, that wasn't the most shocking event of the day. She passed out when the pair from Phoenix, Arizona, was getting ready for their trek. Her eyes were rolled back in her head, but they did not close. Her spouse told asfamily.com, Coma, she was purple and wasn't making any noise or breathing. However, this was actually a godsend. Hines's heart was no longer pumping. Although her spouse was in a panic, he was aware that time was of the essence. He grabbed for his phone and dialed 911, but he was afraid the paramedics wouldn't arrive in time to save her. He had no idea that she wouldn't require them. She didn't seem any different, and there were no other indications that her condition had improved, so he was shocked and fell to the ground to begin CPR. Had the love of his life eluded him forever? He questioned whether he had told her he loved her that morning while he worked to revive her. Would he ever have another opportunity to tell her? Then delight abruptly replaced anguish. Was he becoming too excited? She managed to escape once more, but he managed to bring her back. Fortunately, there was yet hope. Her return was facilitated by the prompt arrival of paramedics. Her heart stopped again, and he felt as though his own was being torn out. Would his wife be able to speak with him again? She was revived 5 times between the time she fell and the paramedics arrived to begin treating her. Despite all her husband and the paramedics had tried to do to save her, she was not quite dead. Hines was officially dead, albeit her condition was not good at all. It had been 27 minutes since her death. They succeeded in igniting her heart once more. When she got to the hospital and was given full assistance, would she wind up coding for a 6th time? However, neither her husband nor the physicians were aware that she had embarked on an incredible trip while she was dead. She was unable to talk when she woke up in the hospital due to the breathing tubes that had been inserted to keep her alive. She then gestured for someone to bring her a writing instrument and a piece of paper. And what did she want to say? The answers were with her niece. It had been a little more than a year after Hines's death and subsequent extraordinary resuscitation. Maddie Johnson, her niece, shared a picture of her heartfelt tattoo on social media on June 18, 2019. Her admirers were astounded when she inscribed the pen marks her aunt had made on paper on her flesh. Hines wrote, "It's real," in a trembling handwriting on Johnson's cousin's diary. It left everyone in the room perplexed. What topic was she discussing? What was actual? She then disclosed the reality. Hines grew very emotional and gestured above, and shortly everyone could see it. Her spirit had passed over in those 27 minutes. When she was there, what had she seen? Johnson posted on Instagram saying, "Her story is too real not to share and has given me a stronger confidence in a faith that so often goes unseen." However, what precisely did Hines see? It seemed quite genuine. It was really colorful, Tina told asfamily.com. She described a person standing before black gates with a brilliant yellow light emanating from behind it. Now that she was back on the planet, though, she owed certain individuals an apology. A few weeks after suffering a heart attack and coming dangerously close to death, Hines was discharged from the hospital. In order to express their gratitude, she and her spouse visited the paramedics, firemen, and 911 operator, perhaps not to the same extent that Hines had. However, one Phoenix firefighter was taken aback. 3 times on scene and twice en route, we shocked her, a Phoenix fireman admitted to AsFamily.com. Another rescuer said, "I've never shocked anyone 5 times. It's a call that none of us will soon forget. In my opinion, I was a witness to a miracle." But did she really encounter an afterlife? Sometimes one has to rely solely on trust. There's no way of knowing if Hines's experience was genuine, but according to CBSN, tests on patients who had similar experiences to Hines's were carried out by researchers at NYU's Langone Medical Center, and it appears that she wasn't alone. The brain continues to function after death, even if it ceases functioning completely, according to research findings. This is true even after the heart stops beating. Was it all only a dream, though? A 2013 University of Michigan research on rats discovered that just after an animal has cardiac arrest, its brain activity spikes. Thus, this might be the cause of near-death experiences in humans. Hines has decided to interpret this as evidence that life continues beyond death. And is there still a risk to her health? Heart failure may be unpredictable, which is why it can be so frightening. A little malfunction in the body's electrical system might cause the heart to stop beating altogether or send its rhythm out of equilibrium. In actuality, 356,000 individuals in the U.S. are impacted by this issue annually. Was Hines, though, out of the woods? Thanks to medical progress, Hines is doing considerably better. To stop another health issue, she now wears a pacemaker and defibrillator. In order to show her fans that she is living life to the fullest, she also shares content on Instagram on a daily basis. Thank you for seeing this wonderful video again. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.